dark town full of corruption and bourbon, one man is seeking justice and the best rye whiskey he can drink. He is Ed O'Mara, Private Rye. Hello, it is I, Edward O'Mara, Private Rye, and this is the Rot Gut Review. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and get all our good content. 3 days a week video, 1 day a week live stream. You're gonna love it. Hit that subscribe button now. But for everyone else who's already been here, before you jump in the comments, I know what you're gonna say. Hey, this week has been all Ed and no Erica. Yes, it has been. And I'm sorry for that. I know Erica's your favorite and you want to get a ton of Erica, but that's just kind of the way it worked out. She wasn't available for the stream. She was only available to do one video. So it's been a lot of me this week. I'm sorry. I promise she will be in every single video next week. That's a promise. But she's not here today because I'm drinking rye. And this is a rye sent to me by our good friend, the wonderful man himself, Ben Eaves. Ben Eaves is part of that trio over at My Whiskey Den along with Patty and Mike. And they are making excellent content. If you're not already subscribed to them, then you are a brigand and a fool. Go subscribe. Links up here or in the description. Go subscribe. Right now. Stop watching the video. Stop. This will still be here when you get back. Go subscribe. Do it. Pause. Open it in another window and subscribe. I'm not continuing until you do it. Alright, thank you. Let's go. So he sent me a bunch of samples because he is an incredibly generous dude. Ben is one of the nicest guys I know. And one of them was Catoctin Creek Straight Rye Cask Strength. I'm very excited for this one. I think I got to try a little bit of some of their rye whiskey way back in the day, but we've never had a review of them on the show. So they're out of Purcellville, Virginia, and I don't think we've ever actually had a Virginia whiskey on this show. So this is another cool opportunity. So they're a relatively small distillery in Purcellville, Virginia. I guess what you call like a craft micro distillery. The cool thing is they're actually certified organic and kosher, which, you know, even if you're not keeping kosher and you don't really care about like organicness, that's still pretty cool because it shows they're going the extra mile, putting in a little bit more effort, which hopefully extends their whiskey. So this whiskey, they claim, is in the pre-prohibition style. Obviously, rye was a huge part of whiskey drinking in the pre-prohibition days. Then prohibition happened and rye just got completely wiped out. Until recently. The thing is, a lot of people are claiming to make a pre-prohibition style, and I mean, how exactly do you quantify that? How do you exactly know what that style was? I don't know. However, the important thing is it good rye whiskey? And there's a couple of things they're doing that I'm liking. 1, 100% rye mash bill. That's fantastic. Love it. Give me all the rye you can. Number 2 is that it's aged 2 years, so I could have just kept these fingers up. It's aged 2 years. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, Eddie, whiskey needs more time in the barrel. It needs to age and develop out of its barrel. No, shut up. Not for rye. I want my rye spicy. I want it to have all that grain, all that grainy punch, all that spicy dill, and the pepper. And the longer you put it in the barrel, you know, the more it kind of takes those caramely, vanilla-y bits from the barrel, and you start to get more sweet and bourbony, and it's less rye-like. So yeah, keep it young. I appreciate that. And lastly, they're making a cask strength version. That's awesome. Everybody loves cask strength versions, right? I know I do. 58% alcohol on this. That's healthy. That's healthy. Let's get a sniff, why don't we? Oh, I like this already. I like this right off the bat, I gotta tell you. Smells like sawdust and pepper, maybe a little fig Newton, maybe a little eucalyptus even, a little bit of that vegetal rye note. That rye is coming across as pretty stone fruity, pretty peachy, like, yeah, peachy, a little figgy. It's a fruitier rye. You know, some ryes do run fruity, not in the same way as bourbon or malt whiskey, obviously. I think they tend to run on like a kind of like a dry, yeah, dry stone fruit kind of thing. And this one is too. I really love that. But, importantly, there's some nice spiciness there too. It smells like Christmas a little bit, just a touch. Maybe just a touch of mint. Maybe some cinnamon. And just a little touch of that kind of dilly pickliness. There's a little bit there, and I love that. I love that. It's not like a really sour, over-the-top pickle. It's just a little bit. And it mixes well with that kind of Christmas spiciness. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Let's see what happens on the taste. Oh. Oh, that's good. That's good. First of all, for being 58% alcohol and only like 2 years old, this is not that hot. Like it's got some alcohol bite, hits down the middle of the tongue a little bit, for sure. For sure. But it's not as hot as you would think it would be. You think this might be like just a big old kick in the teeth with that alcohol burn? Not really. Not really. It's actually pretty easy going in that sense. Also, it's got this lovely, dark, spicy black anise kind of, the black licorice taste, along with that kind of pepperiness. Ooh, I'm all about that. I'm all about that. The part that's really, really cool to me too is the finish. I get like treacle or like blackstrap molasses, treacle. It's yeah. It reminds me of like my mom making like molasses cookies. Brought me back to my childhood for a second. Whoa, that is cool. That is cool. Ooh, and black tea. Black tea, pepper, a little bit of anise, a little bit of like a green spice, maybe some thyme. Oh, all these spices just in my mouth, making it all happy. Put that in my mouth, make my mouth happy, happy. Oh my gosh, I'm into this one. If you can't tell, I'm into this one. Here's the thing, as much as I love that big spice, big craziness, I don't think this is as crazy peppery or crazy over-the-top dill, or crazy one way or another with any one spice. It is a pretty nice, configuration of flavors all coming together and making a nice, fruity, spicy kind of, I would almost say it's like it's like a rye cake. Does that make any sense? It's not super sweet. It's like a super dry bread that you put a little bit of fruit in. It's not like sweetness. It's just like rye bread fruit cake. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's just good. It's just good. It's just good. So guess what? Eddie likes a rye. Big fucking surprise, right? That's the Rock Gut review. I like rye. The sky is blue, grass is green, and I live in Wisconsin. Until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, like the video before you leave, and stay rotten.